This is, the 6 week program. This is down to our number 5 group coaching coach call. Okay. Welcome everyone. So I want to, ground you guys a little bit more because I know all of you have a dream, and I want to ask you guys some hard questions as a group, as a collective, honest, be upfront, where you're at. So, are you ready? Have you got a pen and paper that you need to answer some questions, and we'll do some sharing. All right. That's a bit of feedback. So let me try participant. I'm muting all of you guys when I ask you to share, and feel free to unmute yourself. Is that me? There's some feedback. That's interesting. Okay. No feedback for you guys. All good? Then we move on. Okay. All right. The 6th question to ask yourself when pursuing your dreams. Okay. Number 1. What's your dream? How are you going to give your vision a drum start? Okay. Not a dream from the past, your childhood, teenagehood, but right now, your dream. Okay. Your dream is not just one of your goals. As I said, write down all your goals and use this question to speed up to deliver your dream. Okay. A dream that I've been talking to you guys about, the picture. The whole picture of your life. What is your dream life? Not just to become a coach, not just to have a successful business owner. Your overall, you all would have looked at the wheels of life. Each area, where are you at now? Okay. Your personal growth, personal development, the inner being, your relationship with spouse, with children, with families, siblings, friends, your romance, your career, your business, your health, your physical fitness, your spiritual life. Not that you need to, share the same religion belief or not, but like, who is your divine? All these are important as you pursuing your dreams, as you pursuing being an authentic woman. Then how are you setting your goals to reach your ultimate dream? Then it really lead to, what is your highest priority in this lifetime? Who would like to share? What is your highest priority in this lifetime? Donna?
I've written freedom.
Freedom. Define more. Everyone say, I want freedom. What does freedom mean to you?
I've written happiness with freedom, meaning that it comes from within, really.
Okay, excellent. Excellent. Happiness come from within, and there's a sense of freedom. Anyone else want to share?
I've just I've got to elaborate more, but I've put that what is my highest priority in life is to create an extraordinary life filled with love, abundance, joy, and health
Mm.
and wealth.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. Fantastic. Fantastic. Anyone else? Okay. Really, like, that's why we are in a sisterhood together. That Donna talk about wealth, Eve talk about many things that I believe that I would like to achieve that in my lifetime. So, but the priority is, oh, what's happened to Mel? Never mind. What's the priority in this lifetime? Okay, freedom. My interpretation of freedom is we are truly free in every single aspect of our life. At first, when that's how I met Donna. I met Donna through Young Living while I was training her for aroma freedom technique, and it was so fun. The 2 days that we spent together was crazy, wasn't it? That gave me a sense of freedom to show people how they could free their mindset and the negative memories and emotion from the past. That's part of it. That's really part of the sense of freedom that I experienced through Young Living, because the owners are freedom fighters. Unfortunately, I didn't have a chance to meet Gary Young, but I met Mary Young. That was amazing. But from there on, I seek more, because my life I dedicated to Christ, because that's the true sense of freedom. But because of the spiritual belief that I thought I belongs to a church, I belongs to an institution, that wasn't so free. I'm not criticizing churches, but we need to understand that where your church is actually in your heart. So I've been seeking that and looking for freedom, in the sense that from the spiritual aspect is my God will provide everything. Truly, to be honest, I don't think I have lack of anything in terms of material since I was young, but the lack of freedom is the sense of identity as a girl, being born into the oldest in a Chinese family, that my father and my mother made a bet that I was a boy, and truly that was before I was born. That was a rejection, and you'll be amazed at spiritually how that I would have felt it, or I felt it even before I was born. I born out as no one knows. No, who know a little girl that was such a tomboy and speak up so much against the elders. Nothing like any prim and proper girls in the Chinese community to just listen and do what she was told. So I grow up against the flow. So my freedom seeker, spirit is probably before I was, in my mother's womb. So, but like now I seek to set people free, not just being financial free, because that's why I'm in the business, being entrepreneur, but free in terms of any bondages. As a whole person, as we grow up, like, people say, oh, you're broken, therefore you need to see a psychologist. No, you're not broken. It's just that along the way, we have a lot of bondages in life. But how do we free from that? How do we break those chains? Okay, I seek that, so therefore I seek financial freedom, time freedom, because my career give me really good money, to be honest, pretty good lifestyles, but like the bondage of no time freedom, no geographic freedom. Even though I can do online delivery in my side practice, I need to be in Australia to deliver my practice. I cannot be overseas. If I'm overseas, I cannot charge Medicare. Voila, like that's the regulation that we had to go under. Okay, and it's not because of regulation I want to become a coach, but as a coach, my freedom is truly to be me, to show people how you could live a life of freedom and being authentic. None of us are perfect, but yet we are on the perfect pathway, because we all seeking to be better. Okay, so my priority is not just about myself, my family, but the whole world. That's my mission. Sorry, that's my passion. So it sounds like, ooh, I'm rambling a bit, but like, I want you guys to see that, we all come from a pathway to reach where we are. As long as we don't give up, don't stop trying, even you fail so many times. I call people failure is people stop trying. And once I was telling Eve, it's like, I learned from you, Eve. He's like, what did you learn from me? I felt like, you have not given up, Eve. You have not given up. You kept going. Okay? So we all could learn from one another. And I had to learn how to manage my PowerPoint without ding ding every time. Okay. Then what would be the most important for you to experience, to explore or embrace this time round? So we are not looking at the back like, oh, I haven't done this, that. But right now, you have your dream. What is it that you're going to experience? What is it you're going to explore and embrace each of the experience? I look back my history. I give thanks and be grateful for my experience, even though some are very painful. But I give thanks to that lesson that I learned and remind myself deeply that I'm not going to repeat the same mistake. Or, well, you all know that I have a business coach, or you all know that I'm very close to my husband. I said to him, if I ever done those things again, please slap me on my face. Of course he won't, he loves me so much, but he will, in his own way, slap me in my face or, hey, what did you tell me at that time? That's why I love him so much. He will never slap me, but yeah, he would remind me of, we have a discussion. Okay? Now, really think about what is your experience, what you want to explore and how you're going to embrace is help you to align your life goal. Okay? Because it is important for you to have your inner passion. When you want to pursue something, is you're truly passionate about it. Otherwise, it won't be aligned. And your intention will be lack of power. How many of us have been trying to do something? You have the best intention, but seems like no matter how hard you try, it has not proceeded to the way that you wanted, or reach the goal you wanted, or get your dream to come true. And how are you going to attract the people and situation that to become your reality? Because you're a psychologist, your family pay for all your study and all the things. But along the way, I actually experienced a lot of discrimination. As I said, Chinese are hard workers, but they also respect senior people. I respected my lecturer, but at 24 years of age, getting into my master's degree, I was told that I don't have enough life experience to counsel people. That got me furious. Because they thought, you're an international student, your family pay everything. They didn't know I worked overnight shift at McDonald's to pay my school fees. They didn't know that my family didn't want to pay for my honors degree. They didn't know that I actually have done, I've been in volunteer. I lead groups. I actually led groups since I was in primary school. I do a lot of group work before I came to Australia, even I was only 16. So I had a lot of experiences. Some people just judge the book by the cover. Oh, you're young and naive. However, if I focus on that, I wouldn't be able to move on. However, I continue to seek assistance. I had lecturers that just believe in me because they got the time. They spend the time with me to get to know me because I'm a hard worker. I find out how I can deal with a problem. So people send me onto a very right path. Even today, when I make mistake, I go to my seniors. They would not just say, how stupid were you? Say, all right, we know you. There's a mistake being made. I'll guide you. I'll send you to the right people. And those right people came alongside and support me through. Okay? So attract the people and the situation necessary to become your reality. The right pathway. We don't know it is a right pathway or not until we try it. Action, proceed, clarity. I would like to be a millionaire. But if you just sit in your bed and dream about to be a millionaire, how are you going to be a millionaire? This morning, Facebook went down. I didn't know because I was doing my meditation. And I don't know how many people panic. My entire life and business based on Facebook. I'll leave that with you. your true joy. Are you truly experience joy? When you were young, what did you enjoy doing? What do you enjoy right now? Again, when your goals are aligned with your soul, will that get you or guide you towards your dream or your target? Okay? Hit the mark. That's an old saying. We say hit the mark. Now, this is a question you need to be honest with yourself. The dream that you have, is it yours or someone else? A friend came along, hey, this is fantastic idea, I love it. Would you join me? We're such a good friend, that would be so much fun to do it together. Was that your dream? Or you part of someone else's dream and take you away your focus, what you truly want to achieve, where you going to hit your mark. Here you go, I said that. Are your goals your own choice? Or are the things you should strive for or stir for? Or have you been thinking that, or will you be regretting that you've been played safe or actually didn't follow your passion? One scenario, when you're on your deathbed, you want to think about of your regret, or you want to think about, I live a perfect life, I raise my own race, I have my loved ones surrounding me, and I'm truly ready to go. Because that will be a day. We don't know when was it the day will be. Okay, because a lot of you will have done the exercise. Think about how you want people to describe you at your funeral. But how about you? On your deathbed, are you full of regrets? Or are you satisfied that I'm ready to go? Any of you read Steve Jobs' book? You don't have to read it, it's always been quoted. He died of a lonely man. What was his regret? I wish I didn't work that many hours. I haven't read it, but a lot of people quote it when you are in the personal development space. That I think he actually his own daughter was not talking to him at that time. So would you say it's selfish to go after your own dream? But when you are not fulfilled, what kind of joy can you give to others if you haven't given to yourself? Or are you settling for less? Or are you playing small? I'm happy, I got a job, I got money to pay bills, I feed myself, I can go on holiday, I save up for my holiday. Oh, I want that man really badly. Oh, he smoked. I definitely won't date a man who smokes. But would you settle for that in your romance? Would you settle for less? When money's tight, okay, I just don't spend that much. Or okay, how I would grow my money. Remember, Grace talked about how we can grow wealth in a very different way. Okay, but as I said, don't jump out to just buy your shares or set up your own superannuation. Okay, there's quite a few things to look at before you jump into that. Okay, as I said, are you resigning to accepting less than your full share of love, health, and success in this lifetime? People say, 50 or 60. What else left of life? Average life for a woman is 89 years of age. You get many of years to go ahead. Would you just love to have a retirement for the next 20 years? How many coffees could you have with your girlfriend in a week? How many days could you babysit your grandson, Donna, in the next 20 years? Have you compromised or sacrificed your dream? Okay, so when you are not truly live in your passion, will you be truly happy? Question 4. What will you feel like when you reach your dream? Your feelings. How would you feel like? How would you dress? How would you talk? Let's close your eyes and see that person that you reach your dream. How does she look like? How does she dress? How does she talk? And how does she feel overall? Feel that. Describe that feeling and write it down. And make it as your affirmation to make it sink deep into your cell, each of your cell. You have trillions of cells in your body, but that's how you help you to move forward from your subconscious to sort out what needs to be done. Not you think how. You're too busy. Allow yourself to feel what kind of life that you want to live. I'm having a shivery like feeling in my body, so the energy is really good. You guys are getting somewhere. Stay with that. Allow that. Take a deep breath. Remember that feeling when you do your affirmation, your incarnation every morning. When you feel a bit scattered, sit down or stand up. Do your power pose. Affirm it 3 times at least and feel it. Allow yourself to feel that in your body. Remember, your energy draw or attracts the right people to you. But if you are in a negative mode, who do you think you'll be attracting to you? Personal passion fuels a vision. Have that, exhilaration of feelings of living your dream. Are you living your dream every day? You might not be there yet, but do you see that and help yourself to feel it and experience it every day? Check out Bill Gates. Check out all those people. Elon Musk. Would they have told you that they have not daydreamed, especially when they were young, in the classes? Can you imagine how they would be like in their primary school day? Look at all those entrepreneurs. Ask them, did you dream? Of course, I daydream every day. That's how this idea was born. But ultimately, they are freedom seekers as well. How many of them actually have been, has a job in their life? The Mark in Facebook, he got kicked out of, is it Harvard or Harvard? Yeah. He got kicked out. He never finished his university degree. So was Bill Gates. I don't think he finished his degree. Alright. When you dream, you allow yourself to be free. When you allow yourself to be creative, your creative attention flows, so flows your life. I love The Islanders. If you ask for my ebook, have you read the first chapter? Not yet. I call myself an Islander girl. Donna was born in New Zealand, you're an Islander girl. And if you were born in Australia, I call you an Islander girl as well. I was born in Hong Kong, the western suburb. Hong Kong Island. So I truly was an island girl, but I didn't live an islander's lifestyle. But Donna would know what I mean. You met Samoan, Maui, Cook Islander. They're big. They look scary from outside, but they have the hearts of hearts. I love them. I actually spend a lot of the time with them in Australia because they are very spiritual as well. They just flow. When I go to Hawaii, I just feel like so at home because I know so many islanders and the way they live their life. However, the fears of God. But they're so passionate. When you see them dance, it's amazing. But actually, like the Hawaiian, no, not Hawaiian, the New Zealand, I think it's the Haka. And of course, some Christians, oh, that is so scary, that's so evil looking. I thought, no, let's check out the deep down meaning. They actually fight that their dance is fighting off the evil spirit, isn't it, Donna? Because I believe you will have to study the language, isn't it? As a New Zealander, you have to study, you learn about the traditions and so forth, and it's so rich in that, and it's amazing. So think about that. Where your energy flows, your life flow in that direction. Because being creative is an energy. Just think about a lot of things in our life are energy form. Water, money, air. There's plenty to go around. No longer going, scarcity. Not enough. Oh, she's talking to my prospect. No, don't think about that. Bless you. Good on you to get a client. There's plenty out there. You attract your own tribe. I can give you my program. You'll run it very differently, and your clientele will be very different to mine. Now, this is, as I say, I want to ground you guys today is what steps right now, not when you met me 5 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago, right now, that will take you towards your dream. Let's make it as the 3 non-negotiable tasks that this week. It could be a bigger task, not just shopping for food and make you, but this week, that your ultimate dream, 3 things that you will do, and you'll break it down in the next few days. Then you make it right, put your being accountable, put your 3 task on our page, the Authentic Women VIP page, to make a commitment to show us and be accountable. After the call, put that in, and then we'll check in with you guys the next few days. I love this. Can you see how the analogy of this picture? The smaller project that led to your larger dream. If the dream is to run a marathon, then train for a local fun run first. How many of you know how many kilometers is in a marathon? There's 42 kilometers in a marathon. Most people train half a marathon, but they don't start running for 21K in a day. They start from 1K, 2K, 3K to go forward. If you guys have seen my last post, I think it's on Sunday. Last week I did 40Ks over the week. But in the past I can't even walk 4Ks in a day. But the 40Ks over on average probably about 5Ks a day, and then I did about a couple of 10Ks or even more. That depends because I took time off, so I have more time. So this week I will try to maintain 25 to 30Ks. But as I say, exercise is not as simple just being fit and healthy or lose weight or like, me, I want to eat as much as I could, but that's one goal. But it's actually doing a lot of helping a lot of my mindset keep persisting. The serotonin, dopamine, all those good hormones. Okay? Track those little wins by writing in a journal or telling a friend. As I said, you write, but for me to walk every month on my on my phone or on my app. It track how many hours I've done in a week for my hiking, walking, where I've been, and so forth. So I can track my record. That's part of it. But overall, exercise is more than just being physically fit. There's a whole lot of other benefit. And as I said, I like all this is like, we have all these goals and how we balance, but how we proceed to the finest and having it all. And nowadays, it's actually very easy to have it all. Okay? Now, we have a system here. So set up a system around you. And how are you going to translate your intention into action? Okay? Then reflections. And jump on the opportunity that is in line with your purpose, because there's a lot of opportunities. Okay, as an entrepreneur, I have seen a lot of opportunity, or I actually jump into a lot of opportunities, but I can tell you, even though I make good money, I lost money too, in investment property, in shares, in crypto, in investment with different business. Thank God we didn't scam for our entire life saving, but the fact is, they are scammers. They look so legit. When I do business, I go and check them out. I Google, nowadays it's so easy to Google them and check their history, and they look so legit. But still, my husband and I looked into a business, and then we lost about 30 grand. So that was pretty painful, but it's a lesson. Good opportunity, looking good, but still haven't done enough market research about the product around that. Then we said, does that kill us? No. Is that painful? Yes. Are you hating me, darling? No. It's a lesson we both take together. Okay? My husband never called me stupid. If a man call you stupid, then it's like, think twice before you, okay? Because we're all learning. No one wanted to make mistake, but we need to acknowledge that. Okay? So think about, when there's opportunity in front of you, does that align with your vision and your dreams? When you have your intention, how are you going to put that in action? After you have done it, success or failure, reflection. What have I learned from that lesson? How could I do better? Not say, I didn't do so well. This is no. I've done this. How to improve and strengthen my core. When you're a physical physician, that's like how to strengthen your core. When your spine is not straight, when your spine is not strong, you do not have a good health. Okay? So it's just that it's our strength. When we know what we're good at, how do we improve that? And that will give you confidence and strength to go in the not so good area for you to keep trying. Okay, I've been doing the singing with Ivan, which he's doing it on the 19th for us. I need to put up his post, but man, it makes such a difference. When you have someone alongside you, I can tell you, you probably will be, my friend used to tease me that I'll run out of the room when Catherine sings. So now my challenge is I'm going to perform live on Facebook. Okay, I said it, so I have to do it now. Oh my God. I will. I'm practicing it. We have a practice this Sunday on our call. Okay, last one. Have you, or are you still telling you that you can't have your dream? Even you have a dream, but there are times when you woke up, forget about it. Are you the naysayer to yourself? Are you the person actually telling yourself, I can't, I cannot, or I can, I just need to find a way? Because why do I have this picture? In Hong Kong, as we grow up, we watch a lot of foreign movies, and I thought, I will never make it to that bridge, the San Francisco one. Okay, it took a while. I only went there in 2019, but when I sat on the, top, the 2-decker bus and look up and feel the wind, I felt like, gee, I reached my goal, but like, it's not that ideal, that's so windy that it's like, it's just once-off experience. But like, gosh, that feeling it was my dream too. I love traveling. When I watch me, one day I'll be in that city. One day I'll be like, we'll make to the State Empire building. You know, we is it King Kong, that movie? Like, you know, to show my age, like I watched King Kong as I grow up, and like, you know, we went up that building. I went, actually Calvin took me up there, so you know, it is really good feeling. So always picture when you have a dream, it's like I'm there, I'm getting there. Always I am getting there, not I will. I will means in the future, but I am getting there is I'm in action. Don't need to know how. I'm in action. Getting there. I am. So, everyone has a dream. So, and everyone is destined to fulfill that purpose. So, why do you want to wait? So, why do you want to wait? Anyone would like to share what kind of insight or reflection you have for today?
Mm,
Well, I think that it's to be clear on what you want in your life, and be purposeful, and be the cause of being cause and effect. The be in action to create what dreams you want, and just keep pushing forward, and don't give up,
Mm-hmm. Excellent.
but know exactly what it is that you want.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, you're pretty clear, isn't it, Eve? Like what you want, and you're
Yeah, I'm pretty clear with what I want. It's just now putting it all into action. I'm taking action steps to do it.
yep, you are.
Right.
You are.
So, you know, I'm on a very positive state, and I'm feeling pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel that I'm clearer and clearer as yeah. It's like anything. It's if I go to the gym, then I feel fit, and if I stop training, you feel all right for a couple of weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. You start getting unfit again, and then it takes you. You've lost momentum, and then you've got to start again. But it's still doable. So you take a few steps back, and you just keep pushing forward. And it's just like anything that we do for personal growth and development. You've just got to keep working on it and keep feeding yourself positive stuff, surrounding yourself with people that provide that and that encourage you, and vice versa, that you believe in and they believe in you.
Mm. Anyone else?
just writing my goals down every day. I've just written 5Ks a day on the top of my sheet.
Beautiful.
It's very achievable. Trust me.
Yeah, 5Ks is, yeah.
I used to do 10Ks a day when I was training for Nepal,
Mm.
but I've had that trip cancelled
Mm.
numerous times. So 5Ks a day is half of what I was doing. So it's just getting back to doing that again. So
Mm.
just a reminder.
Yeah, exactly. The reason I've been tracking, because since young I've been tracking a lot. I started tracking when I was like probably 13, but
Mm,
not that I gave up, but like, you know, when you date a guy that not very outgoing and start to have kids, started to have mortgage to pay, then you know, sort of like lost yourself. My goal is you guys met Kate. She's a hiker. She was a boxer. She's very fit. She owned a hiking company. My aim was to go overnight hiking with her, or like, you know, her Peru trip has been cancelled quite a few times. Her Tasmanian trip,
mm,
her Central last said, great. It means that I really had to go on to one of those trips with you guys, but I'm training for 10, 15Ks a day at least. But like, you know, so you said that, you know, when you were doing, you know, going to Peru, right? For you, no, I was going to Peru. You were going for Donna. You're going for
Nepal.
yeah.
Nepal.
So those are small goal, but actually that
Mm,
will help you to translate that mindset
mm,
into other areas. So as I said, you know, have fun. Make sure you're having fun what you're doing. When you're
yeah.
not passionate, not having fun, everything become a chore. Even I love psychology, but eventually the last few years, like I love people, but somehow I didn't like it as much. I just was in emotion, And I learned the lesson. Like when you discover that, because I said, I think the lesson learned is I was too comfortable. I was making good money. And then I started to say, what else could you do? You get what I mean? You are in the profession for 20 years. What else can you do? Or what else could you do? What else do you know? I even asked myself, what else do you know besides psychology? But it's like, no, like, I have to dig deep down and go back to the basic. Go back to my passion, go back to my love. Mm. Anyone else would like to share? Mel, are you going to share?
Admittedly, I'm a lot behind on this job I'm doing, so I'm trying to paint while I'm listening.
Are you working?
Multitasking.
Are you working?
What's that?
Are you working, Mel?
Yeah, I'm painting all this outside of this house, and I've come across a few issues, so it's a lot more delayed than I planned. So, yeah, but I thought, I'm not going to stress myself about it. I'm just going to tell my next client it's going to take me a bit longer than I planned. It is what it is, and move on, and just keep going. So,
Oh, you
it's
still,
just trying to keep the client I'm currently working for of all the effort I've put in to make it.
appreciate you because that's commitment. While you're working, you try to listen to the call as well. That's a huge commitment. Good on you.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, any other questions or anything that I can, I could service you guys right now?
No, I've just got to get my bum into gear.
Sorry, say again.
I just have to
motivation.
get my bum into gear.
We'll talk. Yeah, we definitely, we need to nail things down, and it's great you guys come onto the call, but after the call, you need to do the implementation, and that's where the coach call with me is time for reflection and what's next. Otherwise, you can doing number of courses. How many courses have you guys enrolled? How many certifications that you've got? But where are you guys now? Not trying to put you down, but that's human behavior. That's like, let me do one more certification. I'll be better. I'll be confident. Let me buy one more course. I'll be ready by then. You're more than ready, each of you.
Absolutely, I get that. You can be busy being busy to avoid doing.
Procrastination is the thief of time.
Yes, what they say.
Well, good luck. You met me. I kick asses. Go and ask him
Excellent.
if he's scared. He's like, don't get Catherine to kick your ass.
I just thought of something cute, but I think it's funny. And don't be offended, Catherine. I just pictured you. I mean, a much prettier, better version than Jackie Chan, but you're the feminine Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan, I thought he's my brother.
Well,
he's got a
sort you.
He's got a beautiful place in the Gold Coast too.
Has he?
Well, the other, oh, you see in Gold Coast now?
Yeah, he lives in the Gold Coast.
Oh, I might go and stalk him.
Me too. I love him.
The girl watch those movie star.
I love him. He's beautiful.
Yeah. I think the other day I was on a call with Mel, and she told me she liked to watch Buffy the Vampire.
Buffy Vampire, yeah.
You know, the little high school girl, like, oh, I'm just a high school girl. And then at night, what does she do? Sneak out of the house. Like, I can identify with her. So, sneak out to do something mommy doesn't know.
Yeah.
And then
I heard Jackie Chan didn't start till he was 45 or something. His first
so-
role.
I have not know about his history, but I know he was trained very young as a kung fu master, that type of thing, because the family was very poor. They earn kung fu and like earn money from on the street. You know how you demonstrate and things like that. So he was it I don't know, but he was very famous in Hong Kong. But I think he didn't make it into Hollywood for many years.
Yeah, to about 45 or something.
Maybe 40
Yeah.
in Hollywood, because in those days, Asian always got given the what the bad role, like the
Mm.
you have to be in the triad, the bad guy, or that type of thing. He refused because he actually very patriarchal. He's like, Chinese do not show weakness. The kung fu people, like, demonstrate all this. Yeah. But here you go. Who was that? Who was that, guys? The Kentucky Fried Chicken guy, like the Colonel, didn't start.
Mm.
He was 50. Many people in their later years to start a successful business because they are accumulating all kind of experience. And
Yep.
who discovered the light bulb? I am not good with names, but
Edison.
yeah, is it Edison? And he what? How many light bulb how many trials he did until he got successful?
Yep.
That's a dream.
Yeah, it's right.
That's a dream. So we all have a dream. Okay, and my dream just gone bigger and bigger. Is like, oh, I no longer like, I always say, oh, one day I'm so rich that I don't have to work. But I'm like, nah, I don't think I can start working in a different way.
I'm the same, Catherine. I'm like, I couldn't think of anything worse than parking off, and
Yeah,
I'd like to still be, service to people and do stuff and have fun, and
yeah,
till there's going to be a day that it may never happen. Hopefully, that I'm fit all the way through. But I'd like to do and be the best I can be till I can't be.
mhm, exactly, exactly. That's why we all need to look after our mind and our body. Parkinson's dementia is like we burn the candle at both ends.
We're a long time in the ground, Catherine.
Mm.
We may as well make the most of what we've got while we're here.
Yeah. So, you need nothing. Too late. Don't let other people tell you you can't.
Yeah.
All right. My body, my choice. My mind, my choice. My life, my choice.
Yeah, my choice.
Yeah. Unless you're doing something very dangerous, I'll come over and kick your ass. But like, you are not going to die from it. It's like, yeah, go for it and give it a try. You need to live and learn.
Yeah.
Mm. Goody, goody, goody. All right. So, if there's no questions, characters, or other things that you want to get assistance from, we'll finish it here today. And I'll see you guys next Tuesday, most of you. And I'll see you tomorrow.
It's lovely.
Alrighty. Thank you very much.
No worries. Okay. Talk to you later.
Okay.
See you,
Okay.
ladies.
See ya.
Night, ladies.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Catherine.
Bye.
Thank you.